Oh, shoot. Okay. Elapsed time. A computer company claims its laptop has a battery that lasts 4 hours. The laptop actually runs 200 minutes before the battery runs out. Did the battery last 4 hours? Okay, so first I have to know in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. The minute hands moves from one number to the next every 5 minutes. Okay, so convert minutes to hours and minutes. Okay, so we might have some left over. So we know we are going from smaller to larger. So we're going to divide. So we have 200 divided by 60. And we know 6 can go into this 3 times, and that's 180 and 20 minutes left over. Okay, so it's 3 hours and 20 minutes. So the total minutes was 200. We divided that by the minutes and the hours, and we got 3 hours and 20 minutes. So compare 3 hours and 20 minutes is less than, and I did a greater than symbol, sorry, is less than 4 hours. Since 3 hours and 20 minutes is less than 4 hours, the battery did not last as long as the company claimed. They claimed 4 hours and it was really 3 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, moving down. Convert to mixed measures. Okay, Jill spends much of her summer away from home. She spends 10 days with her grandparents, 9 days with her cousins, and 22 days at camp. How many weeks and days does she spend away? So it's kind of a two-step program. So first we have to add 10 and 9 and 22. So I'm going to do 10 and 22 first, and that's 32. 32 plus 9 is 41. So now we're converting, we had 41 days and we're converting days to weeks. So we have 41 days because we're going smaller to larger, so we divide. So 41 divided by 7, well, I know 7 times 7 is 42, but that's too much. So 7 times 6 is 42, too much, so it is 5, and 7 times 5 equals 35. So now I got to subtract 35 from 41. Oh, I should have divided so that you guys saw that. 41 divided by 7 is 5. 35, 6, with a remainder of 6 days. So she was 5 weeks away and 6 days. As long as you remember smaller to larger, divide, larger to smaller, multiply. Okay, Monica spends 2 hours, 2.5 hours working on her computer. If she starts working at 10 a.m., what time did Monica quit? Okay, so you could use a number line and you could go 10:30 to 11:30 is 1 hour. And from 11:30 to 10:30 to 11:30 is 11:30. This could be 11:30 to 12:30 plus a half more, so that'd be 1 o'clock. So we could do 1 plus 1 plus 1/2. So, or we could start at the clock and go 10:30 to 11:30 is 1 hour. Here's 11:30 is 1 hour. 12:30 is another hour and a half more. So she stops working at 1 o'clock. Okay. Robert's soccer team needs to be off the soccer field by 12:15. Each game is at the most is 1 3/4 hours. What time should the game begin to be sure that he finishes at a time? So 1/4 hour is 15 minutes, because if we split the clock into fourths, we know that that's 15 minutes. So if he does 3/4, that's how many minutes? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. That's 45 minutes. So 45 minutes earlier, he needs to 1 hour and 45 minutes earlier. So if we have to get off at 12:15, first let's go our half hour, or we could go 12:15. If we back up 1 hour, it is 11:15. So we're at 11:15, and we got to go back 45 more minutes. So that's 15, 20, or 15, 30, 45. Now we're at 10:30. So they should start at 10:30. 45 minutes earlier is, well, that would have been easier. If we would have went 45 minutes, that would have been 11:30. And then back up another hour, which would be 10:30. So the game should start at 10:30. Whichever way works best for you. That way would have worked better for me than the second way. All right. So you are going to do some minutes and converting some minutes. If you need to go get the clocks out of the cupboard and move them back, that is just fine with me. Otherwise, I want you to do some converting. Let's do 3 and 4, 5 and 7 with your partner. You may skip this page, and we will do the evens, not 16, 1 or 2, and all the rest. Converting time.